the holiday season starts, that whole vibe about family and friends starts to take over. We all want to make the best use of this time and enjoy it without our everyday worries, but admit it, that's just what we all want to do and not something we actually do. Most of us simply end up spending our time sitting on the couch, talking and enjoying Christmas. We do go shopping and decorate a little, but that is the extent of it. Well, I can't say it's not a great way to spend Christmas Eve, as you get to spend time with your loved one. But who says we can't increase the fun? Hello, and welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about my favorite holiday, Christmas. If you too love Christmas, be sure to watch till the end. And if you like the video, you know the drill. Like it, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. Now back to the topic. Christmas evening. It's the one evening when we can just forget about everything around us and just focus on the love and bond we share with each other. It's the one day when we get to move ahead of the whole practical thinking and do something that's completely emotionally driven. Now, what fun-driven activities am I talking about? Well, that is a good question, and I would start answering with the usual stuff you should do on a Christmas evening and the days before or after it. The first and foremost thing that I would recommend is to use the snow as best as you can. And no, by using snow, I don't mean making ice creams. I'm talking about the usual snow games like making snow angels and snowmen. You can also go sledding with your partner and family. And how can we forget the most important of them all? Snowball fights. It's a fun game where you get to compete with your family and bring in a lot of giggles and laughs. I recommend these activities because they create the whole winter is here vibes, and you don't have to worry about budget while doing them. Now, with all the fun and stuff in place, it's time for the actual Christmas party, and it's best to start this part with shopping. However, don't simply go to a convenience store and get everything you need at once or order them online. Collecting stuff for Christmas can be fun if you do it the right way, and it can be a great bonding time. Personally, I begin shopping by visiting a farm and cutting my own Christmas tree. You can take your whole family there and walk amongst the different trees to select the right one. Believe me, it seems like a very simple activity, but it brings with it a lot of excitement, especially for children. Another good plan for Christmas is to make decorations for the Christmas tree. It's a little tricky activity and will need some experience, but you can find videos online to help you out. You can create some salt crystals, dough ornaments, and origami. It's also a good idea to make some snow globes with your kids. It's pretty simple, and all you need to make them are some mason jars, ornaments, glue, water, and glitter. While you are at the mason jar, you can also try making some Christmas cards. Oh, and don't forget to write a letter to Santa. He would want to hear from you. Talking about Santa, we do have a custom of keeping cookies with milk for Santa and his companions. So why not try making some rather than buying? I mean, is it not that difficult to begin with? And almost everyone nowadays has an idea about baking. Unless, of course, you are someone like me whose cookies are less like cookies and more like cookie-shaped coals, but let's not go there. I'm sure you are intelligent enough to figure out the baking process, unlike me, which also brings me to the next activity. Gingerbread. If you have a Christmas tree, it's customary to have a gingerbread man on it. And if you have a gingerbread man, why not make him a house to live in? Start by creating 4 sides and then joining them into a cubical shape. Top it with an angular roof and you already have something that looks like a house. All you need now is to cut the bread to create doors and windows before decorating it with sugar balls, colored cream, and more. Now, let's see. We have the Christmas tree, cookies for Santa, some decorations, and gingerbread. Well then, let's start with the fun part. Decoration. Firstly, decorate the Christmas tree with lights and ornaments. Then we can move to the entryway and interior of your place. You don't have to go crazy with the decor, but I say some candles might be a good option. They will add light and enhance the ambience of your place. You can also jar lights for the dining table. It does really well with all the cookies and edibles. That reminds me, you should consider making some punch for your Christmas party. The usual drinks are good, but they are not that fun. So just take a large bowl or jar, toss in some ales, fruit, and anything else you want in your drink. There are practically hundreds of recipes you can use. I usually go with hot chili drinks for my party. The whole family has a knack for spices, and chilies and tangy tasting juice are just perfect for us. Now, with decoration and all the preparation out of the way, let's focus on the most essential part of this party, spending time with your family. I know we have been doing it right from the beginning with all the fun activities. Now let's take it a step further, and for that, I would like to suggest some Christmas games. It does not have to be fancy. Anything that helps you to talk, bond, and bring a smile is fine. In fact, most of the time, it's the silliest of the games that you want to try. Just go for simple candy cane fishing with your kids. You have to wrap a string around your neck and use the hook on its other end to fish candy canes from a box. Simple, right? Well, not so much. It takes practice, and you always end up making silly mistakes that become the reason for laughter. Another simple game idea is Elephant Smash. You simply put a ball in a long sock or pantyhose and wrap it around your head. You have to use this sock and ball combo as a trunk to knock out water bottles, and the person who knocks off the most wins. And even if you don't want to go for these games, there are much simpler ones like Guess the Character or Dansaras. At the end of this gaming session, you can try a simple I'm Grateful game. It's a game for big families and needs an element of surprise, but you can enjoy it too. The game needs you to make small cards and write about the thing you are grateful for this year. There's no name on the cards and no one has to know who wrote what, which makes it great to share your emotions. To top it all, end your family entertainment time with a movie. And may I suggest, don't just select a movie. Rather, ask everyone to make small cards of their favorite movies and choose them at random. Family and friends enjoying media of their loved one's choice can unconsciously create an understanding. Finally comes the most important part of Christmas, the night. It is the end, but there are a lot of things that you can do. Start by visiting a church if you haven't already, and don't forget about the Christmas Carol. The day is never complete without it. It is like the essence of all these holidays stand for. And do take some pictures of all the events. Christmas albums can be a very nostalgic relic for every family. Also, try to spread Christmas joy. The decorations and fun you have are good, but try to do something good for someone else too. Maybe share your toys with someone who cannot afford them. Share some cookies with a guy living on the street, or bake something for the neighbor who's always there to help you in need. And maybe invite over your friend or colleague who lives far away and couldn't go home. I mean, what's the point of Christmas if you still stay cooped up in your home? The festival is for spreading smiles. What do you guys think? Moreover, how do you spend your Christmas day, and do you have any suggestions for Christmas? Let us know in the comments, and once again, like the video if you find it interesting. Merry Christmas!